Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. I hope you guys are doing well and welcome back to Third Age Total War. Now I wanted to make this video a little bit more special by showing my face and like giving you guys a personal thank you. So thank you guys for the support lately. I've been sick. I just got my voice back and I still sound a little sick, but I feel 100%. But anyways, I wanted to excuse me. I wanted to just thank you guys. Also, I wanted to let you know more Third Age will be coming out on my channel. I'll be working hard on getting replays, but Apollo needs you. Alright, I'm calling out to my knights. I need you guys. Papa needs more replays. So use my Discord. Don't really use my email anymore. It doesn't, it's so flooded with just like a bunch of garbage. So it's hard to find emails. Use my Discord. It's even more simple than using my email because it's less steps. But yeah, Discord link down below. And use that. You can upload the file. You can write a description about the battle. I'm looking for interesting. I'm looking for do the custom scenarios. Even if it's something I've already uploaded, do it again. I'm sure that would be awesome as well. I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, anyways, do that. That's awesome. I love you guys. This is great. I feel like, you know, I had a little bit of a break, but it's good to be back. I feel fresh, ready to go. Ready to show you guys some epic battles. Anyways, today we got a good old fight in Hobbiton. This is a 2 vs 4? Oh my god. This is a 2 vs 3. And let's go ahead and get started here. So we got the elves and dwarves defending Hobbiton. Oh wait a second guys. You can't see the screen. My face and my big fat face is in the way. Hold on, let's fix that. Alright, so hello, I'm smaller, I'm kind of out of the way. I'm not going to do the webcam throughout the entire battle, don't worry. Don't just calm down. I'm just going to be here for the army comps just to make the intros a little bit more different. If you like the webcam, let me know and I will do more webcam stuff. If you do, I'll buy more hats and do different hats for different videos. Right now we're going with the historically inaccurate Viking helmet. But yeah, anyways, let's check out these army comps. We can go ahead and do super slow motion here as we look at the forces. So we'll start with the defenders. Like I said earlier, we got the dwarves commanded by Lord I don't know. I'm not even going to try. But he's got the dwarves and it's awesome. He's got Sons of the Fallen. He's got really good. You know, the dwarves, they got excellent infantry. So they got great forces just kind of scattered around. Now, they are outnumbered. And, you know, they're outnumbered and they kind of have to defend this hill. This is why I love Hobbiton because it's just an epic hill defense. But we got the Ironfoot pikemen. We got the Ironfoot warriors. And then we got some crossbows, which is going to be a really important tool to this battle. And, of course, we got a ballista back here, which is interesting. He didn't go with the catapult, but instead he went with the ballista. Let's move on to his ally. Again, we've got the wood elves and, you know, these pointy-eared bastards. Really great archer units, light elven archers. We've got some elder royal guard. Great unit there. And then over here, it looks like a lot of elves are defending against some of these evil forces. Oh, by the way, it's commanded by Legolas of Mirkwood, so very fitting. So, yeah, pikes, spears, great stuff. Let's move on to the attackers. Now, the first attacking army, which is going to be this is kind of like the center position of the map. So we got the orcs of the Misty Mountains, not the Clear Mountains, the Misty Mountains by Top Banter. So he's got a great goblin force of orcs, heavily armored. Got some snow trolls, which are going to be very important in today's struggle. Some Uruk archers and more elite units on the top of the hill, like Black Watch Legion and some Black Uruks of the mountain. So way over here, attacking a little bit of the flank. This is a very key point of this battle because if you can take this top hill, then you can kind of overwhelm. You see how if you take this, you're above them. It's a good vantage point, which you can use against them. Anyways, we've got the orcs of Gundabad, commanded by Willstar, and he's got some Numenorians, some orcs, big bad orcs. He also has the Rudar heavy pikes, some witchers, some guardians, and more guardians. He's got a catapult, and of course, we got the trolls in the back. My horns are making my head off balance. Finally, we got the good old most evil Isengard. It's like if Rome mixed with evil, it would be Rome. It would be Isengard. So we got Token's son. So he's got a catapult, some crossbows, some Uruk-hai infantry. Way back here, he's got the guards of Orthanc. So it's a smaller army, but he's got a lot of quality troops. And of course, we got the trolls of the white. So that's a lot of trolls. That's a lot of trolls on the battlefield. Now, before we get started with the battle, I do have one thing to ask you guys. If you could pick one place to live in Middle-earth, where would it be? Now, this will also affect your profession in Middle-earth, right? So, if there's one place, where would you be? Now, personally, I would do Hobbiton. Now, I know a lot of you nerds out there, you're gonna be like, oh, well, I would be in Minas Tirith and become a Swan Knight and kill orcs. It's like, let's be honest here, guys, all right? A lot of you nerds are not fit to be soldiers. I'm not a soldier, right? I go to Hobbiton, I smoke that Hobbiton weed, I hang out, I farm, I live a peaceful life. That sounds beautiful. Now, you can go and pretend you're all tough and you're a knight or whatever. That's fine, but let's be honest, that's not true. So, anyways, answer the question. Let's get started with the battle. This is enough cringiness for one day. But anyways, yeah, let's get started. Let me get off the screen here. All right. Okay. So, all right. Now that I'm just glad I got that out of the way. So here we are on the battlefield. So no movement yet. We are at normal speed. So what we're gonna do is just kind of fast forward a little bit. It looks like there's a little bit of a skirmish going on here. There we go. Now there we go. This is what I'm talking about. All right. So he's moving up the archers from the orcs of the Misty Mountains. All these disgusting orcs running across the battlefield. I think they're kind of joining up with his ally over here, which is pretty close by. He's moving up his Snaga stalkers. And he's got also his catapult firing off in the distance. Now, obviously, he's going to try to go. I think he's actually going to go for the elves, who are kind of long, like stretched out long-wise compared to the angle of his catapult. So if he can get a good hit here, that would be a pretty solid situation. But yeah, we also have the other catapult firing over across the pond to destroy Hobbiton. So the orcs, they're actually now going to move their catapults. So they're glitching out a little bit. That's all right. So they're going to be moving down the road to get ready their forces. Back over here, Isengard actually moving over as well. Okay, that's interesting. I've never seen that one before. Not sure why he's not attacking. Maybe because of the positioning here of these elves. It does make sense though, because like this massive hill with all these trees, it's going to give them a lot of defense, and it's just going to be so tough for Isengard to break through. So I understand why the player's like, nah, not going to attack a giant hill full of pointy-eared bastards. I'm going to join my ally. I understand that, but I feel like Isengard might have to be the sacrificial army here and just push forward and distract a lot of the defenders, because if they all attack from one side, it's going to make this defense a lot easier for the defenders. So I think that's the choice. It's like, all right, do I charge my army in suicide mode, or do I join my allies and attack all from one point? Now, there's pros and cons to both, but it's really just a matter of how this battle plays out. So the Snaga Stalker's getting really close. He's actually charging in some infantry. Did not see this. So yeah, he's going against the Ironfoot Spears, and the dwarves mobilizing quickly. He's also got his airborne infantry trying to join ranks with the Ironfoot Spears, trying to hold back the stalkers. No surprise there. Not really sure what he's trying to accomplish here by charging up his men. I think he was trying to catch the dwarven crossbows by surprise. But even if they did, do you really expect dwarven crossbows to die from Snaga stalkers? No, I don't think so. So he could have used this as a bit of a meat shield, a cannon fodder unit, but it just doesn't seem like he's going to be doing that. Now we have a bit of a Mexican standoff here between the two forces, where the archers are going to try to soften up these defenses before they go in, which is smart. Because in Reforged, it's a lot different compared to the vanilla Third Age, where the attackers, or not attackers, but in this case the attackers, the evil forces, in original Third Age, they would have to rely on numbers, right? Well, in this one, the attackers, for balancing reasons, the evil forces are actually pretty good, right? Like, they can go toe to toe with skilled warriors from the good guys, which I think is pretty cool. But so that's probably why they're taking this slower approach of trying to skirmish down the defenses a little bit before they send in their infantry. Because if they had like a massive amount of numbers, I would totally just like charge in the massive numbers and try to flank around and just overwhelm them with numbers. But since they can't really do that, I don't think they are. So yeah, Isengard's still marching over this way to join forces with his allies. So they're going to go pretty quickly. We've got a lot of the crossbows. So he's kind of acting like a reserve force right now. And because he has nothing, unless I mean, he could be trying to do something really sneaky here, guys. And, like, maybe he's got hidden units in the trees. I mean, I doubt it, but, I mean, because Isengard's army seems kind of small. So maybe that's the case. But who knows? Who knows? But, yeah, I think they're just setting up their catapults. And they're just continuing to soften up these lines. So this is actually really strange. I've never seen a Hobbiton battle play out like this, guys. It's usually instant, like boom, here comes the dynamite, boom goes the dynamite. But he's got a flanking force of orcs over here. Now, was there a fight over here? No, it looks like or maybe. Are those humanoids? Are those humans or orcs? I don't know, I can't tell, but I think they're flanking around. I don't know if they're getting softened up by the dwarven crossbows. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think these guys are just getting melted by dwarven crossbows. So this flanking maneuver is not really going to be too effective here. And now finally, we got the mounted Uruk archers getting a little bit closer. Please charge in some infantry at this point. The attackers need to get some infantry going. And now Isengard is firing his catapult, trying to soften up some of these dwarven spears. And look at these spears. Great formation. Right around the party. Look at the hobbits always having parties, man. Well, this is what I'm talking about. You don't tell me you want to live in Minas Tirith or Caer Andros. You want to live here. Parties every day. You're having farm. You're making farms. And you're living off the land, and just these beautiful, like, homes. It'd be amazing. It would be awesome. But anyways, all right, so what's happening here? Who knows? So that charge, I guess, failed over here. He's still got a random-ass unit running this way. Not sure what this guy's trying to accomplish over here. Charging in with one unit. Going after elves? Like, what? He's like, this unit's just like, I'm gonna go for the general. I'm gonna go for the general and end this battle instantly. I don't know what his plan is. Even if he could pull that off, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. Oh, here we go. The elves decided to charge out. Excellent move by Legolas of Mirkwood, charging out the heavy infantry, going after these mountain Uruk archers and breaking them. I'm pretty sure the archers still had ammo left, so this is a great win for these elves. And now they're gonna have to worry less about you know, archers coming from the evil side, unless they come back, which they might. But yeah, overall, it's not that big of a deal. Now the heavy goblin archers are starting to flee. They're like, oh god, these elves, they're chasing down they're gonna come after us, so they're gonna fall back a little bit. And the woodland realms are gonna fall back their forces. Now they got to be careful not to blob up their forces too much here in good old Hobbiton, because they can easily, you know, lose a lot of men to catapult fire. But my god, what is happening here? Top Banter, what are you doing? Why are you going around the flank like this? So I have no idea what he's trying to accomplish here. I really don't. He's trying to come across here, maybe trying to avoid the crossbow fire, but this hill is giving these guys excellent, like, you know, distance, because they're on a slope. Oh, but they're not. Oh, okay, they're firing at the archers, though, so that's good. So this infantry might be able to get across here, but this is not a well-executed assault so far. This is not a great plan, but it's just the beginning. It's not like the attackers have lost a lot of troops, but I think we're going to continue to fast forward a little bit here. We're not going to make any cuts. We're just going to wait until the attackers actually get the nerve to push up some infantry and actually begin this fight, instead of just sitting back and just skirmishing and trying to, I mean, I get it. I get why they're doing that. They're trying to get the defenders to waste their ammo, but so far, I don't think that's really working. I think it's more they are, oh, look at this. And the ballista's sniping out the catapults. See, that's another thing. Like, you're sitting duck. You got to push forward. Bring the fight to them. Now, Isengard pushed up their crossbows all the way from that other side. Now they're firing their crossbows. And once again, we'll go back to normal speed. Once again, they're trying to soften up the defenders and try to, you know, bring them down. But let's see what the flanky panky units are doing. Okay, so they're just hanging back here. I think they're gonna wait for the perfect moment to strike and try to bring down the defenses. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. The elves still have a solid defense over here, but they're now starting to move their pikemen through the trees to try to probably most likely support this position over here. Like, I just don't get that tactic, because he's not going to surprise anyone by moving his troops over to that side. Like, the dwarves are well prepared. Like, if he was moving these troops over while there was an epic fight going on, then maybe you could be able to sneak this little sneaky force. But I don't think it's going to happen. So now the skirmish phase continues on, and I continue to fast forward. I want to see some infantry action here, guys. Just as badly as you do. Dang it. Alright, so yeah, they're firing down. The dwarves, well, they're actually doing some good damage. Okay, so this is somewhat paying off. The catapult firing over here, still no good catapult hits. Nothing yet. Getting really close. I think they're going for the Axemen of Erebor. Oh wait, no. Dang it, I got so excited. I thought they were setting up some infantry, but no, it looks like he's just moving up the crossbows. And now, oh my god, they're getting melted. So we'll go back to normal speed. Look at this, the elves. No, these are actually dwarven crossbows. Using this nice slope, he's able to fire right behind some elves who are protecting him, and they are just crushing these Uruk-hai crossbows. Uh-oh, I heard a splatter. Wait, did I hear? Yep, you heard it. You cannot hide a splatter from Apollo. I will hear that a mile away. So that was a good hit on the Axemen. So the dwarves are taking a beating here. Now they are starting to come back a little bit, firing back. But you know, if the attackers can get them to waste a lot of their ammo on the crossbows instead of their main army, that's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. But I don't know. I mean, I can imagine that the crossbows still have a lot of ammo. Now the catapult going for this long line of pikes. And I think we've got, yes, here we go. Rudor, whatever. They're setting up heavy pikes to join the fight, guys. Here we go. Finally, like, this is how the battle should have started, guys. Good old action here. Rudor sending up the heavy pikes. And now I think we've got, yeah, even more pikes closing in. So this is where it's really important. This is where the attackers, they can't attack in waves. It's now go, seize the hill, take Hobbiton, or just give up. You know, that's where they're at right now. They've got to use their numbers. Now Isengard, something's over here. Something hidden is over here. I see them on the minimap. It's probably some underground goblins, I assume, who can hide anywhere. That's, you know, they can go underground. They're hipster goblins. But yeah, finally the Rudor's coming through, and this is a pretty thin line. I mean, this Uruk-hai crossbows really softened them up. And this is a map where you don't want to lose any flanks. Oh, and a good hit there. You want to try to hold on for as long as possible. Look at, oh my god, look at all the goblins coming down the hillside. It's ridiculous. But here we go, the dwarves getting ready for attack. Rudor kind of reform a little bit before going in. That's okay. That's good enough. Whatever. What do you expect from a bunch of, I mean, they're men. They're not orcs, but they're like evil men. But they're not that evil. I think they were just like captured by the Witch King, or I don't know. I don't know the lore that well. I know they used to be a part of the kingdom of Arnor, I believe, right? And then they broke up into 3 different territories, and then civil war broke out. And then the Witch King conquered them. Okay, so Isengard now coming in with the Uruk-hai infantry. This is where things are getting spicy, guys. Go for the ballista. Look at this, just chaos in the battlefield. Nice organization from the elves. This one elf's like, no, I want to go back. Don't let me get through. I can't fight. I want to go back home. That's not gonna happen. She's terrified. But yeah, here comes the charge of infantry. Look at this. Oh god, look at the blood splatter. Don't group up your men against these archers. It's going to be a very nasty situation. Very bloody situation. Uh-oh. Another good hit there from the catapult, going after the Iron Foot guard. More dwarves coming down who are coming to support. The archers are going ham now. This is where the defenders, they don't have to be as conservative with their archers. They can just go carefree, like let loose. Go. Oh, you see that big blob of orcs? Yeah, everything. Go. Send. Fire. Let's go. Just destroy them. But the Rudar heavy pikes. Oh, very nice. These pikes are going to be important. Now they're firing meats. That's not a good sign. That tells me they're out of ammo, which is a little disappointing because he shouldn't have used all his ammo from so far away, but I understand. I think the reason he's doing it is because he was afraid of the ballista. See, the ballista's already going after this catapult. This ballista's probably going to get one, maybe two more shots before it gets destroyed. If it's lucky. If it's lucky. Now we got the Guardians of Khara Dûm. That's a very nasty unit. They should be sending units down here. They've got to try to flank around this blob. But now we got the Elven Pikes who are going to be piking their way through this battle, of course. So, yeah, nice. Good use of the pikes there. We also have the light elven archers. I think they used up most of their ammo, so now they're going to be joining the fight as a melee unit. So, beautiful long engagement. Dwarves still holding on quite well. The elves, of course, holding on. Here comes the elite units. They're starting to flood in to the front line, and they're going to support this main fight. Let's see if he's moved up his units over. He is moving them. So he's got his black Uruks of the mountain. So he's going to try to, let's see, what is he going to do here? Look at this. Look at all the death over here. Just needless death. So he's actually going to come around this way. I don't know what he's planning to do there, but I'm going to try to keep my eye on those three units. Now we got some heavy goblin infantry, but they're exhausted. They're shaken. They're already tired. I can't believe they must have been running a great distance. That's another thing you got to be careful of in Total War. Don't rush to battle. Walk to battle. March to battle. And then once you're in the fight, you can run around, I guess. You know, just don't ever run around. I mean, unless there's a situation. Just do what you want, guys. Just be careful. Watch the fatigue levels. You don't want your men to get tired. Here comes more troops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now the real, yes, the real infantry force coming around. See, this is the problem though. Like, the pros and cons of Isengard coming over closer to his ally. The pros is that they all get to fight together in one solid force. The cons, they can't put any pressure on the flanks. Nobody is. So, here comes the trolls. I like the fact that they didn't charge in the trolls first. They charged in the infantry. And now the trolls are going to have that infantry support where they can try to break up the elven defenses and hopefully break a hole in this battle line where they can continue to just charge through. But good God, look at this fight. A fight to the bitter end. This is beautiful. And now they're just flinging meat. Flinging meat. Oh, I always love the fact that there's rotting meat. Oh wait, the Witcher's going in! The Witcher's going in! Okay, hold that thought. Oh man, the Witchers are in a good spot. Really good spot, but they should be going for this Dwarven reinforcement force. Going for the crossbows. Take them out. They're the biggest threat. But what I was saying is I always love when the evil factions use rotting meat to fling at their enemies, because that's legit their food. So maybe in a way they're like inspiring the attackers, like just fling the rotten meat over the battle lines, and that will make them want to just break through and get to that rotten meat. Because they're sick of that moldy bread, that maggoty bread. Alright, so now the elves are sending in some elder. I love how this battle is just like one line. It's decided in one spot. But yeah, now that the trolls are in the fight, the Elder Royal Guard coming in to try to counter the trolls. Oh, and the Witchers going straight for these Elder Guard, trying to take them out of the battlefield. But the elves and dwarves stand strong together. The snow trolls, they're pretty pissed because it's not snowy, it's not cold. Hobbiton, I can imagine Hobbiton just always nice. It always feels not too cold, not too warm. Here's a little flanking, a little push here of these trolls. And now the dwarves are kind of coming around. Look at, okay, this is a mess. Look at it. They're breaking through, guys. Look at all these troops. The balance of power shifting in favor of the attackers. I'm going to be honest, guys. I was really concerned about the attackers. I was like, I didn't like their maneuvers. I was like, oh, God, this might be an easy one. But they're turning this one around. You know, what they did good here is that they attacked, or what they did well here, excuse me, sorry, is that they attacked all together, right? They attacked all together, and they're putting so much pressure on these defenders. And the defenders, they're outnumbered, so they just don't have enough men to try to contain all these forces. But again, they do have skill on their side. And now, oh wait, look at this. Look at this. The Black Mountain Berserkers. This is the force, guys. Oh my God, this was the force over on this side. Remember, I was pointing them out. They weren't underground goblins, but they were Black Mountain Berserkers. So thankfully the dwarves have some troops here, and the elves have some troops here to defend their flanks. But that was a well executed assault. And now we've got even more mountain orc berserkers who are going to be able to break through the lines. Well planned assault. Great patience. Patience can really pay off. You know, if you learn how to be patient, then you earn the gift of patience. Isn't that lovely? That's lovely. So yeah, that was a good move there. And now we've got, let's see, what are the Isengard trolls into the fight. The archers are just freaking out. They're like, oh my God, fire as much as possible. Our infantry's thinning out, and then soon we're gonna have to be the infantry. Yeah, here they go. Look at them, just firing down, trying to kill as many as possible. Really just trying to use up his ammo before they have to, you know, use them as an infantry unit. What about back here? So yeah, okay, so he finally pushed the Black Uruks in the mountains. Remember, these are the units that were flanking around really early on. Again, great patience there. And now going after the Dwarven Spears. And I think we got a little bit of a fight here. The Black Uruks in the mountains getting surrounded by the Sons of the Fallen. So they should be able to clean up this flank, but it's keeping these guys distracted. That's the most important part, while these forces are pushing in the center. But once again, the elves coming out of nowhere with the Sindar Blade Masters, who are going to be holding back these mountain orc berserkers. They're fighting in this beautiful flower patch. This is just a mess over here. There's no proper battle line. The orcs are just causing so many issues for this defense. But where's the witchers? Like, the defenders really got to take out the witchers. And you can see here the dwarves now using their crossbows as a melee unit. And now the elves are coming down. These skilled elven archers coming down to support this fight. The balance of power is really close, guys. Really even. This is extremely close battle as we come down to the wire. And look at, they're actually winning on this flank. The defenders are winning on this flank, but over in the center, it's a different situation. Completely different situation. Alright, so yeah, now we got the Witch Realm Bodyguard. Or kind of, yeah, they're working with Isengard surrounding what's left of these dwarves. Is this something over? Oh, those are just breaking units. I was like, does he have another hidden unit over there? Oh no, oh, that's tragic. The Mountain Orc Berserkers starting to break. Not good. Not good at all. That's going to really help out the defenders, but here comes reinforcements closing in. Unfortunately, if only these units were able to break through a little bit earlier and help those Orc Berserkers as they were fighting for the center position. But that's unfortunate. But that is still a great assault there. They still have some units left from that sneaky attack, but it's not like they're going to be able to turn this situation around. But again, the good news is that they're keeping this side of the defense just like, well, you know, keeping them distracted is what I was going for. And then what's left of this force, the Sons of the Fallen, coming in and just cleaning up this mess. And they should be able to defeat these orcs in about, you know, 5 minutes or so, which is cool. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of just elves standing around victoriously. They are taking on a thin line of Rudar pikemen, but I think the attackers have sent in everything. They've shown all their cards. They just gotta hope that their cards can beat the defending cards, you know? I don't know if the defenders have anything up their sleeve. I don't think so. We've got another unit of reserves. We've got the Black Watch Legion. That's an excellent unit. So they're kind of heading up north, up this hill, or not north. Yeah, that's pretty much north. They've got to support this fight. This is a little concerning. All these free people here, they're going to be able to, if they can break through this line, they'll be able to just swing around and then get behind. Excuse, that was really very phlegmy. Get behind the guards of Orthang. So yeah, they've got to watch out for that. They just got to win somewhere, right? The attackers just got to break through somewhere. So far, they haven't had any luck doing so. And now what's left of the Black Mountain Berserkers starting to get destroyed here by the allies of dwarves and elves. So yeah, pretty cool. Which realm? They're struggling. They're struggling to break through. He's got more reserves back here, just keeping them fresh. I mean, he's breaking a little bit through the center here, but again, like I said, all these units, like he has two options. He can run this way and reinforce the center, or he can run around this way and then get behind the orcs. So it's up to the player. I mean, either or decision is a good one. He could do both too. You know, just try to envelop the attackers, the orcs. The orcs of Wunderbar. I can't do the voices now because my voice is still somewhat gone. Alright, the trolls are starting to die, guys. The trolls are getting weak. More forces pushing. I mean, this is a little promising here. I mean, they're mostly taking on the Blade Masters, which I believe aren't amazing. Also, well, he's got some Dwarven Noblemen. Those are a pretty solid unit, so... like, if he can break through, the attackers break through here, he would be able to just flank around and then support this main fight here, or he can continue to push. Like, I think the defenders have also, they're spent as well. They've played all their cards. This is it, guys. All of the players are on the table. All the cards are on the table, and it's really a matter of what card can beat what card. All right, enough of the card analogies and metaphors. Like, oh, there goes one of the generals. One of the orc generals. And now the Royal Guard, they're going to chase down some crossbows who have been real pain in the side. A real pain in the backside, if you know what I mean. They're going to try to chase them down, get them off the battlefield, which is kind of spreading up their forces. Dwarves are also chasing as well. The rest of the defenders here are coming down this way. Oh, the balance of power is greatly in favor of the defenders now. I didn't even notice that. So this one's starting to get a little out of reach for the attackers. It's not impossible, of course, but as this one goes on, I just think the dwarves, like number-wise, it seems like there's more numbers of attackers, but because the defenders are so skilled, they have smaller units, which could easily handle a lot of these orcs. So yeah. I think the defenders might just get away with this one with the skin of their teeth. But we'll find out. You never know. If they can kill the general at the right time, could cause a chain rout. Though you don't really see those too much in Third Age because the morale is pretty insane for these units. And now, oh, here comes the reinforcements, guys. And just look at this carpet of dead bodies here. Oh, Isengard just lost his general. Dead. Gone. Never to come back. Perished. Evaporated. Alright, so yeah, the elves. They're fighting the good fight. The Royal Guard Council. Yeah, I honestly at this point, I think we're just watching the cleanup phase, you know, where they just got to get through these last stubborn attackers. And if they can do that, then they can achieve victory here and save Hobbiton, which is good because this is where I want to live. Hobbiton, the life for me. But yeah, Isengard's starting to get surrounded. They lost their leader, their general, so it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for them. Oh, there we go. We have a mid defeat by some of the players there. So someone's lost their army completely, and they're like, you know what? I got basketball practice. I gotta go. Oh man. Anyways, I don't even know what the hell I was trying to say there. But more forces coming down. And yeah, that's the Eldar Royal Guard. They're pretty tough and they're very fresh. And that's an epic stand. I was getting a little worried about the defenders. I thought that little surprise attack here might turn the tide, but it didn't. Did not do that. There goes another general, and I think that's going to be it for the baddies. I think they're going to be running off the battlefield. So we'll just kind of fast forward this last stand here. He's got some berserkers who are very stubborn. They don't quit. They just fight to the death. So we're going to watch them do that in times 6 speed, of course. Not sure what happened with the Witchers. I wasn't really seeing what was going on with the Witchers. I think the Witchers could have been a very important element to this battle as well. But I guess maybe they got focused down with arrows. That's the only thing I can really think of, since there was really no cav in this battle. It wasn't like they were trampled to death or anything like that. But look at this. Some stubborn attackers just will not quit. Look at it. It's like they're circling around this little duel here. Let's see who wins this one. Come on. You're going to lose the battle, but you can win this duel. Nope, dead. And that was the last one. So there you go, guys. That's the end of the battle. So Top Banter only getting 500 kills. Token Sun getting 1,000. Will Star getting 1,000. If Top Banter was able to get 1,000 as well, might have been a different outcome. Might have been a completely different outcome. But this was sent in by Lord Naugaldor. So thank you. For the battle replay. It was really cool. I was gonna be honest, so at the beginning I was like, I'm not really liking this replay, but then boom, out of nowhere, great infantry fight. Really enjoyed that. But yeah, here's the kills, guys. 376, 441 with the Ironfoot crossbows. So yeah, the crossbows single-handedly saving the day there for the dwarves. But yeah, that's gonna be tongue-tied. That's going to be, words are hard. That's going to be the end of the battle for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me in another fun battle. It's always a pleasure to have you around watching my videos. Hope you enjoyed, like always. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.